Hi everybody, hi, welcome to my channel. Hope you guys are doing really good today. Try to get you guys up close today. Okay, so we're going to chime in and see what is going on with what's being created. So if you guys have been following this saga, we've been doing part 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is part 5. This is the Flightless Bird Saga. And this has been a story about lovers who have been unable to come together. There's been a separation, there's been third-party drama, there's been some difficult lessons. This particular saga has to do with a twin flame or divine soulmate journey. So there's a lot of learning, a lot of lessons on the way in this relationship. The signs that have been prominent throughout the reading have always been first and foremost Leo, second Cancerian, Aries, Saggy came in pretty strong, Capricorn's come in pretty strong, Taurus has come in pretty strong, Pisces and Scorpio have come in pretty strong. There's been in yesterday's reading in the masculine side, there's been a hint of Virgo and Aquarius and Libra that also had came in. So a lot of signs throughout this reading. So please don't just take one sign and run with it. Be open to the different meanings, okay? And when we embody a sign, it just means that's the current energy that we're embodying, okay? So anyways, if you've been following this saga, you're going to see how this has progressed. It was a beautiful meeting. There was a lot of pain and separation. There was a lot of third party and, getting involved. Then it looks like yesterday in the masculine reading, the masculine's going to be separating from a third-party situation fairly soon, before September. So that's looking pretty obvious. The divine feminine is looking like she or he, because keep in mind an energy is not male or female, it's just embodying the feminine. The feminine energy is definitely considering a walk away because of the third-party drama and because of everything that she has been put through, which is very painful in her healing. If you guys give me a minute, I have to let a puppy outside. It just started crying, so give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. All right. Anyways, yeah. So the feminine was definitely thinking of doing a walk away, just kind of throwing in the towel in all of this, mostly because she just doesn't see the light at the end of the tunnel with the third party. So we're actually in for quite a bit of surprises as the divine masculine ends this third party situation, either by choice or by force, because the third party is going to leave them. We're going to see how that changes this journey, what's coming in. So today's part 5 is about what's being created in all this chaos. So what is being created for you guys? Okay. Spirit, what is being created for those lovers involved in this Flightless Bird Saga? Show me, please, what we can look forward to and what is being created. Okay, I'm going to do 3. Okay, what is being created, please, for the lovers? What is coming in? What's being created? Show me a divine sign. Okay. All right. Okay, bottom of the deck, standing out, number 11, unlike anyone or anything else. So this relationship is unlike anyone, unlike anything that you've ever experienced, okay? Both of you guys are realizing how this relationship kind of stands out from the rest, how it's different from everything else you've ever experienced. So when something is being very different, obviously it gets all your attention. So there's going to be some attention drawn to your guys' situation in this relationship. A lot of attention is coming in, a lot of focus on this relationship, and why is it different? So you're standing out. Underline, bottom line energy is that this relationship is different than anything else you've experienced. We have imagination, whatever you want it to be. We also have love is a journey, so just keep swimming. And we also have satisfied, indulging in your desires. I love it. So this is all about manifestation, okay? This imagination card, one of my favorites. It looks like it could be something scary, could be something beautiful. It could be whatever you imagine this card to be. It's up to your imagination. It's your call, right? You get to choose what this picture and this image is. So use your imagination, because it's whatever you want it to be. Whatever you want this relationship to start looking like is going to be up to you. You're creating this outcome. This love is a journey, so just keep swimming is my favorite little saying. But look how quiet and calm the sea is. The sea is calm, it's smooth, it's quiet, there's no waves. It's just smooth right now. There's a lot of peace in your guys' transition and transformation. The clouds are over the sea, so I'm sure there's a storm coming, but it's certainly not happening right now. And the sparkles, to me, talk about a little magic. Have a little faith, okay? There's always room for magic. So this is whatever you want it to be. Satisfied, indulging, okay? I liked this waterfall for the indulging because it looks like it's just taking in so much joy, so much beauty. This little pond, whatever you want to call it, this cove is just taking in so much peace, joy, tranquility, transformation, love, purity, creation. It's just taking it all in. And this is about you taking it all in, letting it flow naturally, okay? Indulging in everything around you. This is stop, take a breather, look at the way things are going. Be happy for today, be in the moment today. It's very important to spoil yourself, to love yourself, to be full with what you have and not to want anything else, right? It's very important. And there is a saying that, I don't know how it goes, but it's something to the effect of, love what you have now and you'll always be happy. Something like that. So if you're loving everything that you have and are experiencing right now, you will not be a sad person. You will not be a miserable person. But it has to be a conscious attitude. Let's see what James Van Praagh wants to say about your guys' progress and what's being created. Okay? What's being created for these lovers? Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So this is a really good positive outlook of like self-confidence, self-love. I think what's being fixed for you guys, what's being created is confidence. You guys are feeling good about your own selves. Okay, DF, you're learning to love your life. You're learning to love who you are. You're learning to love who you are in the mirror. You have a sense of pride, a sense of peace with yourself. Bottom of the deck is purpose. I know what I am here to do. I love this purpose card. I really do, because you have a purpose, and it's not just to be in a relationship. That's part of it. But you have a real purpose for your soul. And so you guys are taking some pride in what you're supposed to be doing, what you were created for. So I am going to read that. So pride, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. It says here, you need to take time to honor and acknowledge who you guys are at a soul level and what has your soul accomplished in this life this far. You should look at your past, your soul choices, and be mindful of how through positive actions and compassion and understanding, you have made a better life for yourself and others. How have you changed the world in some little way? How have you shared insights with others? Reflect and see what you have mastered. There's an accomplishment here. You should never underappreciate or underestimate yourself or your accomplishments, because now is the time for you guys to remember how brave you've been throughout this journey. There's a reason to celebrate, and it is required right now. Humans tend to spend too much time in their energy and too much time in their negative thoughts and emotions on what they have not done or what they need to do. This card signifies that you should take rightful ownership of who you are in this moment and what you have accomplished in this unique world. And it may be perfect. It may be a perfect time for you to look around and see how proud you are of yourself and how proud others are of you. You've accomplished many great things that you need to be reminded of. So this is a moment of what's being created is a sense of, I love myself. I love myself and I love this life. I think both of you are going to stop focusing on the negative, and this is this imagination card. Whatever you want it to be. So yes, masculine, you're tired of the towers, you're tired of the negativity, you're tired of the third-party drama, you're tired of always hitting a brick wall. So you're going to start being happy with what you've accomplished and stop looking at what you didn't and what you need to do. And Divine Feminine, the same for you. You're tired of looking back at the relationship, seeing that you haven't come as far as you wanted, seeing that it's taking too long, or seeing that there's a huge separation and a block between you guys. You're tired of looking at the lack, what you don't have. You want to start looking at what you have. And so that is this paradigm shift, and that's what's happening for you guys. And you have a real purpose. And I will clarify the purpose card, but let's just read it anyways. I know what I am here to do. You have chosen to reincarnate on Earth for one major goal, to express love in all that you do. The obstacles of this physical dimension are here to distract you from a goal, and it's easy to lose your way. Life on Earth is full of obligations, must-dos, and they require your conscious attention, but that doesn't mean you can't infuse all of your decisions with caring, compassion, and a little imagination. Your purpose in life is not your career. Rather, your career is guided by your purpose. What activities speak to your soul? What makes you happy? That is the direction your soul is calling you towards, to best convey your own unique expression of love and make a contribution to this world. If you are not happy with your current circumstances, then that is your soul telling you that there's a better way to manifest your own distinct gift. Listen to your intuition. It is your connection to spirit and your voice of your soul. And notice how both of these cards talk about a contribution, a small gift that you've given to the world. Maybe you've given a couple puppies a good life. You've given some dogs a good home. You've rescued them. Maybe you brought children into the world and you've given them love and nourishment, and they're growing into beautiful human beings. Maybe you have helped your sister or brother climb some very difficult mountains and battles and obstacles in their life. Maybe you've helped your friends overcome bad relationships. Maybe you've helped your parents overcome grief and loss. Maybe you've just brought joy into your mother and fathers and grandfathers and grandmothers' world. Maybe you have been doing a lot more good work than you ever even imagined, and you have a really beautiful purpose. Let's go ahead and clarify some of these purposes for you. Spirit, what has the Divine Masculine done? What has the Divine Masculine done? We have a mirror. We also have wedding rings. I like that. So what you've done, masculine, is you've gotten a union and a wedding. You've been married, you've had a soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise, and mirroring each other's self-image. Relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. So in your relationships, masculine, you've brought a mirror with you, and you've helped your spouse or significant others to grow. You've helped them change and better themselves. You've inspired them to be better people. You've done a lot of good here. You brought a lot of joy in these marriages, or maybe just one marriage. With marriage comes children, comes a home, comes a beautiful lifestyle. You've brought a lot of joy to someone. You've made some nice dinners. Maybe you finally built that deck. Maybe you built that dog run. Maybe you have just provided security and happiness and peace for a family. Spirit says you've done a very good job in your relationships. You should focus on that. I know you've had some hard relationships. I know you've had fights and difficulties like anyone else, and certainly frustrations and separations with your divine. But Spirit wants you to focus on the things that you've done well. And you really know how to be a lover. You know how to be a father or a mother. You know how to be a home provider. You know how to provide security. That is a very difficult thing, and not everybody masters that. You would think everybody masters that, right? You would think everybody knows how to provide security, but you're wrong. A lot of people just don't know how to provide security, and you do that very well. So that's something for you to be happy about. Let's look at what the Divine Feminine has done well. What have you done well, Divine Feminine? What is something you can take pride in? These aren't all the things you've done in your whole life, just something. What has the Divine Feminine done well? Wow, Cupid's arrow and keys on a ring. Many options, decisions, unconventional string-alongs, one-night stands, Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, or meeting and hesitation. What I see here with many options and decisions and Cupid's arrow, one of the things that you've done really well, Divine Feminine, is brought joy and faith and love into people's lives. You have inspired people to really believe in true love. You've almost become Cupid's arrow. You've been a helper in friends' relationships when they've had problems and obstacles. You've been that advice person that everyone goes to. Go to Divine Feminine for advice. He or she knows what to do in these situations. Very wise. You have definitely done very well at encouraging people to open their hearts to love. This is going to be with you and family members and friends and your Divine Masculine. You've always let people know that you have an option. You have a choice. You don't have to choose mediocrity. You don't have to choose a mundane life with someone that you have no passion for. You're always infusing passion into everything you do. And so really what you show people is that there's so much more to this world. There's so much more to life. There's so much more to love. And you've really encouraged people that are already married or been married for 50 years or haven't found love at all. You've encouraged them to believe in love. You have in essence become a matchmaker, and you have become Cupid. You've been just spouting off your little arrows at everybody, hoping that they can believe in love and find love. And so you've been a beautiful lover and a matchmaker. But of course you've had some issues with yourself, but it means that Spirit says through all your obstacles, through all your difficulties, you've learned how to appreciate love. You've learned how to make love grow. You are a connoisseur of romance and a connoisseur of love, meaning you do it well. And so you are quite the lover, and that's something to be proud of. I also feel that you're very affectionate. Okay, you're very affectionate with friends and family and children, and your lover, of course, in a different, more intimate way. But you're a hugger. Okay, you're a lover. You're a kisser. You're a pat on the back kind of person. You're definitely someone that gives comfort and nurturing to people that need it. Okay. All right, so you guys have done a lot of things well. You've certainly learned a lot about life. When you bring these two things together, you have someone that knows how to be a supporter, someone that knows how to be a family person, someone that knows how to be committed and have commitment, and someone that knows how to bring love into a situation. Together, that's a perfect match. Two people that know how to bring these strong assets to the table can certainly create a beautiful, loving relationship. And that's a lot of the reason that this stands out from the crowd. Spirit, please give me another message for the divines on what stands out and what they can look forward to. What can they look forward to? What is it that they can look forward to? Oh my gosh. Look what fell out. What can you look forward to? We have meant to be. Driven by love, chosen by spirit. This is one of my favorite cards. This is a union. This is a reconciliation. This is a Two of Cups, Lover's card energy. These are two people perfect, meant to be, being brought together by the divine. Okay? You guys are driven by a loving heart, but you guys have been chosen by God, chosen by the universe, chosen by spirit to be together. Your guys' relationship was divinely orchestrated. It wasn't by accident. It wasn't by chance. Okay, it wasn't a mistake. Okay, this was fate. This is a fated love and a fated relationship. We have the two people here that actually have angel wings. She has white angel wings and he has the dark black angel wings. They don't realize they have them, but together they do. And they bring together their hands and they make the shape of a heart in their hands. They're in a golden field, and behind them is a bright blue sky with a rainbow. We have little sparkles, temperance energy here going on. With the rainbow, there's hope. This is destiny. There's beauty. There's joy. I love it. So you guys are coming together magically. And even the wings are glowing. If you guys can notice, the wings are glowing. This is a heavenly blessed relationship. You guys can look forward to a union together. You guys can look forward to some kind of a marriage or some reconciliation of some kind where you guys are on the same page and brought together. And what makes that point even stronger is the Unite card. Unite the best of both worlds. And so the ice skate with the little pink pom-pom represents dancing, fun, beautiful art. It represents joy and happiness, all those things that make you feel good. But whenever it snows, whenever it gets cold, people think the fun is over. People think that, oh, we can't have fun anymore. It's freezing, it's cold, nobody wants to be outside. We can't be outside. And this card talks about, no, you can go outside. We're going to make the best of this. We're going to unite the two worlds. We're going to unite fun and joy and activities and dancing and blessings and happiness and bring it out into the cold. We're going to unite the best of both worlds. We're going to put on our ice skates, okay? Yeah, it's been a cold winter, right? It's been in essence, it's been a cold relationship. It's been like a death, but we're going to make the most of it. We're going to unite our love and our passion and blend it together with this cold, dark night that we've been stuck in as divine couples. The best of both worlds. I am also feeling with this card that the best is yet to come. Okay, so the best is going to come. And unite, quite simply, is a union, right? It is a union. So this is a union. And I want you guys to know that if you're looking forward to some kind of a separation forever, that's not going to happen. Your guys' relationship is destined for some kind of a making up and coming back together. So if you've been hoping that this was just going to end and be over and this saga was going to end with a separation, you are sadly mistaken. Okay, this relationship is headed for a mending and headed for a healing. Okay. All right, let's see the bottom of the deck over here. What is it? Oh, closure. Closure, get it over with. See, we just had to make closure with our past, closure with what was, so we could come together. And ultimately, that's what's happening in this relationship, is you guys are finally getting closure to some of the hard things you've had to be suffering and enduring. You're learning what your guys' purpose is individually, so you guys can grow as an individual more than a couple, okay? You have to grow as an individual, and that's where Spirit wants to take you guys, is on this journey of individuality, on this journey of your soul purpose, and then you can reunite as a couple. That's what Spirit wants. Let's get a message from your lover. Divine Masculine, what do you want to tell the femme? What do you want to tell the feminine? Aww. This is from the movie The Wedding Date. I think I'd miss you even if we never met. Oh. I hope you guys have seen the movie The Wedding Date. But your masculine is just like, you know, we're meant to be. Come on, femme. Even if I never met you in person in this physical reality, I would miss you. A part of my soul would be yearning for you. I would always feel like something's missing. I'm so grateful I met you. I'm so grateful that you're in my life, because if I hadn't, I would always feel half empty. Okay? So your masculine just really wants you to know that even if they never met you, they wouldn't be fulfilled, that you fulfill them. Okay? Divine Feminine, what do you want your masculine to know? What do you want to tell your sweetheart? Oh my God. Twin flames, again, confirmation, Aristotle. Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting two bodies. That is old. It's Aristotle made this. Clearly he's talking about twin flames, where it's one soul, two people, two bodies, okay? That is a twin flame statement right there. So the Divine Feminine just wants you to know, masculine, that you are her other half, or his other half, okay? That you guys are meant to be together. You are one soul. They always feel in union with you. They always feel connected to you. And they just want you to know that if there was anybody right for them, it's you. If there was anybody better suited for them, it's you. Okay? You are the one. You are the one that they see the rest of their life with. Bottom of the deck, this was sitting out there. I'm just going to put it up there for a bonus. We had this yesterday, but I'm still going to put it out there. And it says here, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking, and it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects. It always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love never fails. And I think that's just a message for both of you. And this is Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 through 8. Okay? Love does not fail. And if you guys really love each other, you will endure this. You will forgive this. You will trust this. You will always have hope in this. You will be happy for each other's happiness. You will not rejoice in their towers or their death and transformations. You guys will not be keeping any records of wrongs. You won't be self-seeking. You guys are always going to be looking out for the best for each other. And that's really what I see there in that message. Always wanting the best for the other. So a lot of love here, a lot of tenderness in that message. Okay, so let's see what else is being created. Spirit, what's happening for the divine lovers? What's happening for the divine lovers? What's being created for you guys? Spirit, what do you see? Yes, God's angel, unconditional love. That's right. So let's see what's being created for you sweethearts out there. Ooh, we have increase and peace. Okay. So increase is the one that came out. It did come in reverse, and yes, this book does reversals. So we're going to read it in reverse. I see jewels, which is like crystals along a path to prosperity and abundance. It's a number 3 and it's a cycle. But when it's in reverse, obviously we're losing something. It may not be as severe as the decrease card, but it is about loss. Okay, so what's being created is some losses for growth, is what I'm assuming. All right, let's read that. A cycle of expanding energy. In the reverse position, this card shows the crystals falling away. This, however, does not indicate the radical reduction you'd see in the decrease card. Instead, it reveals a time for circumspection, a gathering of inner and outer resources in preparation of some potential limitations that may be waiting ahead. These limitations may be self-imposed. Perhaps you will forego a big vacation in order to start saving for the kids' college. Perhaps you have some home fixes or a car coming up that needs fixing or something that you want to put in your life. And you guys are going to be saving and putting away money to provide that for you. Whatever this is, know that you might be taking a cut back on your free time or your finances for something that will further help your growth. Although the limitations may be pushed by external circumstances, like money, you will be able to consciously and clearly respond. If you haven't been looking at a specific goal, if you've been looking at a specific goal, it may be time to consider other options to widen your search. Don't lose sight of the power you maintain with every cycle. Your conscious response will keep you on the road you're both on for a beautiful and fulfilling outcome. The affirmation of this card is, I am ready to make new plans. My life is expanding in wondrous ways. Now somebody said, Steph, is this a hanged man energy? No, this is not a pausing or a waiting, but this is a no. So what's being created right now for the both of you is a no. No, you're not going to be able to fulfill something that you wanted because there's something better that needs your attention right now. I feel a lot of this is financial, but it doesn't have to be, but 90% of me is weighing towards financial. It looks like what's being created for you guys is a really big blessing. Maybe it's a house, maybe it's a car, maybe it's a marriage, maybe it's a rekindled relationship. But Spirit is trying to build something, and he needs you guys to buckle down, circumspect, and kind of reevaluate your systems. If this is a man needing to reconnect with his children or a child and mend a relationship, it means that money's going to be taken out of your check. There's going to be a garnishment, or you're going to agree to start paying for a child care, or you're going to be agreeing to support your child in some way, because what God has planned is a blessing, which is going to be a family reunion, a family coming together, a mending a bond that may have been broken. So if there's a broken bond, it's going to be mended through acts of forcing you to kind of take up responsibility and start being more involved with the child's school or health care or well-being, or just providing for that child in general. If it's, not something like that, it would be that you are needing to start a new business, and Spirit says start putting money away because your business is coming. It's going to be blessed. So you're going to start putting money away in that piggy bank or that jar or that bank account, whatever it is, and you're going to start having less every week, every month, but you're putting away for a greater purpose that will increase in time. It could also be like somebody could be dieting, and you're not enjoying as many of the junk foods as you love. So there's like a loss. Maybe you're skipping out on carbs. Maybe you're not doing sugar and ice creams and any of that. You know what I mean? And so you feel like you're missing out, but it's for the greater purpose. You're going to have a better being in body. You're going to have better health. It could be that. There's so many things that this could be. It could also be that you're buying a new home and you're putting money away for that down payment. Or it could be that you're having to fix your credit right now.
Open
So-
this damn thing. I have tried opening it with a knife, whacking it. I can't open it.
That's okay. You don't whack these things, Grandma.
How could you open it right away? I couldn't open this damn thing. Damn it.
It's okay, Grandma.
Here, your mama opened it.
Just
Damn,
close my
I
door.
cannot believe that. Doggone it.
Oh, my grandma's so cute. Oh, she couldn't open an orange juice container. That was just the highlight of my day. Oh, I love my grandma being here. Yeah, she is totally funny, basketball. She's awesome. So anyways, guys, this is a putting away for something good, okay? If you have to pay off your credit, right? You've got some credit situations going on. Maybe you owe like, I don't know, $3,000 and stuff. You're going to be losing money every month because you're paying those bills off. And so what do you get in return? Well, you don't get to go out to eat. You don't get to go on that little vacation you planned. And it's kind of like it's been set back. But why? So you can have a home, or so you can have a car, or so whatever you want is available to you. So there are sacrifices being made for a better reason. And God just wants you to know that whatever you're having an obstacle with right now, which is what's being created, whatever you're having to lose out on in the moment is for something better. This closure card comes to my mind. This is increase in reverse, this closure card. It's finally get it over with. There's a loss of connection or relationship. For a lot of you guys watching me, this is the ending of your relationship. Maybe you're going to quit texting your masculine or feminine. Most of you guys are going to quit texting your masculine. You're going to end your relationship and have closure. A lot of you guys are thinking that this is it, this is over. I'm going to stop pursuing this relationship. I'm going to be putting what? My energy in what? Somewhere else. Purpose, self-growth, something that makes you proud, something that makes you whole as a person, as an individual, which is the same thing as the increase in reverse. You're going to be taking away your energy and time from somebody that you love, because you're going to be putting in a lot more into yourself right now. There's something else that needs your attention, which is you. So do you see how this card makes sense in all so many different aspects? And that's what's being created for you guys, is a new opportunity that is yet to come. It may not be here yet, but it's on the horizon, which is very Temperance energy. So see, somebody asked, about the Hanged Man, and I was like, no, this is not Hanged Man. This isn't a pause. This isn't a wake-up call. This isn't an epiphany or going within or having to be enlightened. This is more of temperance, patience with the rainbow, right? Patience, because what's meant to be will be. Patience, because we're focusing and mastering ourselves. Patience, because we're focusing on our purpose. Patience, because we're improving our skills within ourselves. Patience, because there's something better ahead at the end of the rainbow. So this should be giving you some great peace. We're going to read the peace card. It's over here with intention. Oh, and I opened it up right to there. That's crazy. So we have inner balance, harmony. Okay. The woman gently swings in a tranquil, sunlit sky while swans, which are a twin flame symbol, by the way, swans swim on a lake in the clouds. This card shows that there is a peaceful energy settling in your mind and manifesting in your life at this time, getting you some inner balance and a beautiful starting point to peace and harmony that you've been trying to achieve for so long. If you haven't already mastered this intention of peace and tranquility, know that you are capable of doing so right now. There's an inner strength that comes from these activities, like meditation, deep breathing, yoga. If you add a healthy nutrition and regular exercise and plenty of water to that regimen, you will achieve even more personal balance and peace. And it's going to spread in every direction of your life. The clarity that's going to come from this peace of mind projects a very vibrant light in the universe and brings a joyous harmony into all areas of your life. So, okay, twins, my little swans, you guys are finding peace with what is, with what's happening. And as you've made peace with everything that's going on, more is coming towards you because you're going to have peace in your twin flame journey, which is a godsend. That's a blessing. Just to have peace in this crazy twin flame divine soulmate wacky journey is like, oh my God, thank you so much for that blessing and that gift, because I've needed it. A lot of you guys have needed this peace, and it's coming. It's on the way, or it's already here for some of you. Look what's under here, stuck energy in reverse. We also have letting go in reverse. So I feel called to talk about these cards too. I don't know why I'm just doing everything in twos here today. Okay, so I just feel like we should talk about that. I was just called to check the other two at the bottom, 222. I don't know, I'm just thinking of that. Maybe you've been seeing 222 today. But let's focus on those messages as well, because you guys are becoming unstuck. And I opened it up literally to that card, and that's just crazy. And there's the rainbow, Temperance. So going nowhere, okay? When this card is reversed, it means rejoice, be happy, twin flames and soulmates, because the situation that's been keeping you guys feeling trapped is starting to shift. It's finally going to start moving. Yes, either the situation itself will free you, or you will finally find the power to free yourself. This card, and if this card falls near any transformational cards, it harkens a total change in the way you perceive and deal with life. This is a dynamic time for you guys. There may be a big upheaval in some way with some major details to work out, but as this gets fixed, make sure you release your doubts that may start to come up just because of your past. Okay, approach the necessary changes happily, with confidence and optimism in your heart. Don't look at the bad. Don't focus on the negative. Look at the good. Look at the positives. This is how you free yourself from a stuck situation. The outer circumstances for you both are releasing their hold. So now is the time to choose an honoring path of happiness. The sun has risen in your life, and it's drying up the mud and allowing you to walk away in any direction you choose. The affirmation of this card is, only I have the power to change my life. I am capable and happy with any change I choose and make. And that's beautiful. So you guys are definitely in a much better place. You were really stuck in the mud. There was no way out. You guys felt like you were blocked by third parties. Well, guess what? That's ending. We got that in the masculine reading. You guys felt like you were blocked financially. Well, guess what? That's ending. Okay? You guys thought you were blocked by communication. Maybe you have been. Well, guess what? That's ending, because the stuck card is in reverse. Okay? The letting go card is in reverse too, so a little curious about that one. But it is in reverse. So the letting go card is about releasing attachments. Okay? Remember, this is meant to be. When this card is reversed, it reveals a personal attachment that's so significant. It's affecting the quality of your life. Total twin flame drama. Perhaps a dishonoring person or activity is holding you back. Or perhaps you're desperate to achieve something you really desire. If so, you must banish the urgency and desperation. The attitude blocks your conscious intentions, projecting a dark vibration instead of a joyous receptivity. This card reversed is just a warning for you to surrender your attachments to anything dark or negative and start making mindful choices to change that viewpoint rather than simply reacting to what happens. Identify your happiness by the joy you choose to bring in your life every day, not by some future event. Escapist behavior or unfulfilling relationships can hold you back. Let go of those unhealthy relationships and attachments and continue to work on your goals without obsessing about it. By choosing patience, total temperance energy again, and peace, wow, got the peace card today, you will manifest real happiness and attract more in the future. The affirmation of this card is, I release unhealthy attachments and make choices that make me happy. I move towards my goals with joy and I trust it. So I love it. You're moving towards your goals with trust. And it is this closure, right? Letting go, finally getting it over with. Guys, I don't care if this is the twin flame soulmate journey reading. If they're not treating you good, you have to let that go. Otherwise, your twin flame and soulmate is going to keep treating you bad. And it's because you're hanging on to them even in a toxic energy. If you want your twin flame to stop treating you in a toxic way, you have to stop allowing yourself to be mistreated in that way. If you want your twin flame to commit to you and be honest with you and give you love and commitment, then you have to start committing to yourself and accepting nothing less but commitment. Because if you guys are so busy accepting the little crumbs they give you, minimal communication or no communication or complete blockages, all the while keeping your heart open, which is true. We always persevere, we always trust, we always love. Yes, you can always love, but there's a hang up on that for you guys in the twin flame journey. It's a detail. And the devil is in the details. And the detail that has been missed between this card and closure is the fact that you're waiting. There's always, I'm waiting. Okay? Now, it's fine to always love, always trust. Can you do that in another type of energy? Can you always trust them and always love them unconditionally while at the same time loving yourself, going after your dreams and desires, opening up your heart to new experiences? Can you still do both? Yes. And this is where twin flames get confused. You guys feel like you can't do both. You can't possibly love two people at the same time. Actually, yes, you can. And that is something you have to kind of open your mind up to. Sorry to burst the little bubble of twin flame loyalty, but you have to burst that bubble. You have to open up that paradigm here. You have to have a shifting that it is possible for you to fall in love with someone else and still love your twin. Because here's the great thing about miracles. Here's the great thing about meant to be. If you're following your purpose and you're living your soul joy, you're going to get nothing but that in return. Could you meet someone new that you fall madly in love with? Yes. Would you be happy? Yes. Would you worry about this twin flame not coming to? Probably not. If you're really happy, you wouldn't be worrying. If it's meant to be, which it is, it will be, right? If it's not meant to be, let it fade away, okay? If this is meant to be and you want to choose to go out with friends, date, see the world, meet people. And you start to open yourself up to these kind of relationships. Is it possible that through this dating period, through this opening up to other people, that your twin flame or soulmate may come knocking at your door? Yes, that is an optimism. That is a belief. If you are opening your heart to love, and you're opening your heart to anyone that treats you good, and you're looking for that vibration, then if this is meant to be, your twin flame or soulmate will come running, knowing that you're ready, for love, and they will step up. They will step up and meet you there because Spirit has a plan. You guys have a birth chart, but see, your birth chart, your plan is not going to open up and unlock specific doors until you unlock a negative consciousness and negative self-talk and being destructive to yourself. When you're destructive, those doors are closed. They're not opening, and we're just stuck right in the mud here, stuck in a vicious cycle of separation and being mistreated badly. That's not where I think any of you guys want to be, is left in the dust, mistreated. And so this is that closure energy, right? What's meant to be will be. But we have to have closure. We can't allow ourselves to be mistreated. You have to love yourself enough to be treated better than that. So let's go ahead and see what else is opening up for you guys with my tarot. Divine Masculine, show me how you're feeling in this energy. Show me what's being created in the Divine Masculine's heart in regards to this twin flame divine soulmate journey. What's being created in your heart? Okay. All right. 5 of Pentacles. Despair. This is dark night of the soul. This is needing help. This is seeking God. This is prayer. This is difficulty and obstacles and pain and grief. It's abandonment issues also. Could be childhood abandonment issues. We also have the Knight of Cups. This is offering your love to someone else. Could be a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. How you feel about this love between you guys, what's being created, masculine, is your love is being reinvigorated. The Knight is taking action on love. And again, we have this rainbow. Can I just stop for a moment and let's just revel in the fact that we have 3 cards with rainbows, which is total temperance energy. Okay? I want you guys to acknowledge that there is miracles. I want you to acknowledge that this rainbow represents a promise. Okay? So just, wow, that is just something for you guys to be joyful about, that there is this promise of love, that there's this beautiful transformation with love. There's a magical aspect here for the twin flames and soulmates. And what's being transformed for the masculine is that there's a deep restorative healing. And that's what's being created. The next card is Karmic. Karmic is dealing with the karmic, taking the mask off, seeing the karmic for who they really are. Okay? Realizing that you have to deal with this situation. Okay? You have to heal your heart and deal with this karmic situation. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. You're realizing that you got into this karmic situation too fast, and that it's not making sense anymore, and that your heart is not into it anymore. Your heart is somewhere else. You want to go in a different direction. And that's what the Knight of Wands means in reverse. It's violently, quickly choosing a different direction. You don't want to be in this karmic situation, masculine. That's the truth. Because bottom of the deck, it's a ticking time bomb. And look at that. It is at 4:10. The clock stopped at 4:10. Which to me talks about 4 being a stability. 4 being a certainty, 4 being a very masculine, strong number, and the 10 representing a new beginning, a change, right? So it's a ticking time bomb. There is a change right now. It's only a matter of time. This karmic situation you've been procrastinating to deal with is coming to an end. You have to, well, I think what's being created is you are no longer wanting to give to this karmic relationship. You're no longer wanting to contribute. In fact, you want to heal and deal with an abandonment and a separation with that twin flame, that divine soulmate. You want to answer the call, and the number 5 is change. This is Dark Night of the Soul for you. You've been doing some very strong reflective work. You know that this karmic situation is not your best interest. It's not for your highest good. So you also know it's only a matter of time before this karmic situation is over and you're going to be letting go. Let's see the bottom of the deck here. Celebration, 3 of Cups, Cancer energy. I hate to say it, but masculine Cancerian came up very strongly yesterday in your reading as well. Maybe you have it in your chart. Maybe the person you love has it strongly in their chart. Tropical or Vedic, doesn't matter, but it's very strong. So I do see that there is going to be something to celebrate, something to be happy with. And what's being created for you, masculine, is another opportunity for a reconciliation with the woman or the man that you really love, which is this meant to be person. So what's being created is a moment of destruction, a tower moment with this time bomb to end the karmic relationship. And really that's what's being created for the masculine right now. Also, you're getting a sense of pride. You're able to find some purpose. You're able to have a sense of pride in yourself. When you look in the mirror, you can say, I did the right thing. I made the right choice. I'm doing the right thing. I'm making good, healthy choices. It's wanting to be a better person. Okay, let's clarify a little bit more of that energy with my true love oracles, my little bubble oracles. Okay, let's clarify this energy for the masculine. Spirit, give me a little taste, a little detail for what the masculine feels is being created. Oh, I love it because this is what we had yesterday, just about. We have clearing, which it's a karma and karmic clearing, a cleansing of negativity, a cleansing of toxins, a getting rid of dark energy, negative thinking, bad behavior, disappointing behavior, just all kinds of dark, low vibe energy. That's being cleared away. We're detoxing and we're clearing. So a detail is you're clearing away the rubble here. You're clearing away the karmic energy. It's only a matter of time. And what is coming in for a little detail is I'm sorry. And look what's under that. Letting go. Okay, so this is a beautiful, loving, nurturing energy. Masculine, at the very least, you're getting very loving. Okay? You're working on being a very loving individual. Your heart is expanding, it's opening. This is that clearing. You're clearing away of stubbornness. You're clearing away of a hard-hearted attitude. You're clearing away a cold-hearted attitude. You're clearing away a blocking, and you're clearing away difficulties. And that's what these cards are signaling for the masculine on what's being created, is this effort, right? Giving effort, saying sorry to the one you love. And finally, letting go of that karmic. Okay, letting them go. Also, just wanted to say the ruby in tropical astrology timing represents July, which is a Cancerian birthstone. Okay, we're also going to put Leo out there because we've had Leo pretty strong throughout the readings. But there it is. So just a big heart, which is Cancer and Leo. I think both of them represent the heart. So this is a beautiful transformation of the heart. Oh my God, bottom of the deck, Temperance. This whole reading, guys, I've been singing to you about temperance. And that really is, in essence, what is happening in your guys' relationship is a deep restorative healing. It requires patience, yes it does, because it's working on you. It's working on your heart. It's working on your mind. It's working on your purpose. But both of you guys are being healed. It's being mended. Remember yesterday we had the Archangel Gabriel and Uriel, but it was Raphael and Uriel at the end of my reading yesterday. And this is an Archangel Raphael reading, because Archangel Raphael comes and he mends relationships. He heals the bonds. He tends to the sick and the needy that are wounded and broken. And he restores. He fixes this Flightless Bird Saga's wings. So this flightless bird is getting wings restored. And that is all thanks to this beautiful divine intervention. And a big shout out and thank you. Thank you so much to Archangel Raphael for offering support and love in this very, very deep restorative healing. Probably the strongest angel number that you're going to see from Archangel Raphael in your life is going to be 2s and is going to be 4s, because it's about mending and bonding. It's about dualities. So it's about bringing together. Another strong number I feel could be the number 11. Okay, this whole thing that got me on this journey, that got my attention, was the numbers 1111 on the clock. And that was a mirroring, the duality, and I started noticing my journey because this archangel was trying to get my attention. That there is a healing that must be done. And for me on this journey, it's been a very hard time for me to heal my negative thoughts and frustrations, depressions, disappointments, and karmic cycles. It was very hard for me to face those things in myself. It was very difficult for me to struggle looking in the mirror and noticing myself and what needed attention. So for me, this whole journey has opened me up. Like, I can't even describe. I feel like a waterfall right now, just flowing out. I feel like that my water's never ending, that this healing just keeps pouring out of me like it's consistent. Once I opened that knob, it was an endless flowing of healing and working on my soul, and it hasn't ceased since I started this journey. There wasn't a time where it just stopped. It's been a consistent growing and healing, and I'm so grateful. And that's what this Temperance card is. I chose this card to have Buddha, where it's a little golden idol here, and he's enlightened. He's got the third eye bright and open. And then we have the candle, which represents the fire, which represents the fire of the Holy Spirit, the warmth of the sun, the wisdom and the knowledge and the healing. And then the water, which I don't know if you guys can see the water in front of him, but there's like a little watery pond that he's sitting in front of here. So I have the water and the fire, which is the temperance energy. And it's mending the best of both worlds, water and fire. And we had unite, the best of both worlds, which is more temperance energy, water and fire. You guys may be very prominent water and fire energies. You know, I had mentioned since yesterday, Cancer was very prominent, and then so was Leo. So there's the water fire. There's very strong ties here. Maybe it's an Aries Pisces connection. Maybe it's a Sagittarius Scorpio connection. I don't know what this is for you, but this beautiful water fire is gorgeous. And to be honest, Gandanta in Vedic astrology is when planets are leaving the very last 2 degrees of a water sign and going into the fire sign, or fire leaving their energy and going into a water, which is actually very Scorpio right now. And I know there's a planet that's moving into that energy, and I think it's Ketu, but I'm thinking that's in September. But there's another planet, I don't know if it's the moon, I don't know if it's Venus, I haven't been following it lately, but anyways, it just represents that energy of passion and desires moving into love and feelings. And so we're going through a very emotional period right now. And someone had mentioned Venus going into Cancer. I'm sure that's tropical, but even so, it is, your love is moving into a very emotional time. Your heart is becoming very loving and tender. You guys are going to be experiencing a yearning to nurture. Maybe nurturing plants, maybe nurturing animals, maybe nurturing each other, maybe nurturing friends and family, children. But you're going to be noticing that you have a tendency now to really want to nurture and bring something to life or heal something. And that is this temperance energy. I do believe Chiron. Is it Chiron? Who is it? I don't follow tropical astrology that much lately. I do think it's Chiron, but correct me if I'm wrong. But there is a star that is moving in, which is the healer. And it represents deep wounds and very deep healing. And he is moving into a very warm, watery energy right now. So we're going to be transitioning into this healing and this love. So everyone, yes, we're all experiencing love. So get ready because, yeah, I want to say it's Chiron right now. Yeah, me too, Elizabeth. I'm pretty sure it is Chiron. But he's moving into a very loving, healing energy. So as you can see, we're just Venus, Moon, Chiron, even the Sun in Vedic is moving into Cancer. Okay? Everyone thinks it's moving into Leo for August, but in Vedic, it's moving into Cancer. So even so, the Sun is moving into Cancer. So even if Venus is moving into Cancer per tropical, it doesn't matter. Cancer is very prominent right now for healing and nurturing and loving and restoring. And this is all Raphael energy. Archangel Raphael loves the sign of Cancer because that's where he can be the mom. That's where he can be nurturing. That's where he can give the gift of love. The only way you're going to heal things is through love. So there's going to be a deep restorative action that's going to lead to some celebration and reconciliation with the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups represent 3 months. And so I do think that within the next 3 months or by the next holiday, which is September, I think that we're going to have some kind of a beautiful reconciliation in the works. Okay? So there is a reconciliation in the works. There will at least be an apology here also in the works during that time. So very beautiful energy. Great read there, guys. Sweet results are on the way. Okay, let's see how this love is changing the Divine Feminine. How are you feeling about your masculine? What is this doing to you? What is this loving, nurturing energy doing to the Divine Femme? Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles, first card out. This is a new beginning. So physical. A pentacle represents your body, your mind, your health, your job, your finances, everything that you can touch here in this 3D dimension, that's being recreated. Okay, so how you're experiencing this big transition is stuff. Everything for me is new. My house is new. My car's going to be new. My heart feels new. My body feels like it's being renewed. My career feels like it's being renewed. You're going to notice all these renewal energies. So get ready for this. You're probably already experiencing it. The other things that you are experiencing in this transition is a 5 of Cups in reverse. This is good. You're finally healing with a third-party situation. I know it's third party because look what else is in reverse. Third party. Okay, it was like this for me, which is reverse for me. So I'm putting it that way for you so you can see both of these cards are reverse. The Divine Feminine is finally getting over the pain of a third-party situation. That karmic person that your masculine has been with, and who your masculine's been denying you for, abandoning you for, choosing someone else over you. That's the abandonment. Okay, and that is the situation that you've been forced to be in pain about for quite some time. And finally, the cups are falling away. Finally, you're letting it go. Finally, the blood is not dripping down towards you, it's dripping away from you, away from you. So Divine Feminine, it's finally leaving you. The pain is finally leaving you. And then we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is a leaving of the stress and the anxiety. And this is about stress, heartbreak, pain, panic, jealousy, loss, hurt, anger, misery, fear, sadness, hate, doubt, pressures, rejection, sorrows, and anxiety. See, that's what all of this is written on the wall. This is what keeps you up at night. This is what's always on your mind. This is the negative self-talk that fills your head when you get in a dark place. Okay, but now that it's in reverse, what's being created for the feminine is no more bad self-talk, no more negativity, no more focusing on your fear. You're focusing on love. You're not worrying about this. All the swords that were stabbing you in your back and in your mind about betrayal, about pain and just suffering from the rejection and anger and coldness that you were receiving from your twin, they were all pointed at you. You couldn't deal with life. Now those are leaving, they're dropping away. You're finally letting this go. The anger, the hate, the doubt, the sadness, the anxiety, the fear, all of that. So you're finally letting it go. It looks like what's being created for the feminine is you are letting it go. Closure. You're getting it over with. You're not going to sit here and suffer in silence. There was a lot of you guys that looks to me in the tarot, for the feminines, you were suffering in some very heavy silence. And it was thick. And it was on you like white on rice. Depression was on you. Stress was on you. Anxiety was on you. Disappointments were abound. Frustration, anger was abound. Jealousy was abound. It was just heavy. It was thick. And you're finally done with that. You're just cleansed, purified, detoxed. Let it go. You're loving yourself. Thank you, Temperance. And through that dark night, you found peace. Through that dark night, you learned very big lessons about yourself. Through that dark night, you had those conversations with Archangel Raphael in your dreams, in your sleep, in your peace, in your meditation, in your yoga practices, and now you've started to heal yourself. Okay, healing yourself and returning to your center. The next card, which is another 5, 5, 5, and then your masculine had a 5 upright though, but that's change, okay? And we have the 5 of Wands in reverse, which is discord. And it's finally quitting the drama. And we got this in the masculine reading yesterday. We got this upside down too, which represented your masculine not wanting to deal with this anymore, not wanting to fight, not wanting to have discord anymore, and you don't either. So feminine, here we are. What's being created for you is I'm done fighting. I'm done with the competition. 5 of Wands is a competition. Usually it shows 5 boys competing with each other, trying to see who wins, like fun and games. Leo energy, the 5th house, represents fun and games. So it represented competition. And this is lions fighting for the glory here as well. Competitive, trying to get territory. And for the feminine, what's happening here is you're not fighting for territory. You're not coming in for glory. You're not coming in here for a win. You're not competing anymore. In fact, you don't even want to be any part of the game. Whatever you felt was a game, whatever you felt you were fighting for or competing for, you're no longer interested. This is I'm leaving the fight. I'm walking away. And that's why we don't have the Five of Swords in this reading, because the Five of Swords is walking away and forfeiting. Someone gets a win, but it's not in a positive way. They get a win because somebody forfeited. And that's a painful win. It's a painful bullshit ass reality. And so this Five of Wands in reverse is like, guess what? Have it. Have your games, have your discord, have your drama, have whatever it is you are fighting to have. I don't want that anymore. So your interest has changed. You're no longer interested in fighting for your masculine, okay? You're no longer interested in being a third party. Nope, third party's in reverse. Nope, not interested in that. No longer interested in crying about it though. Five of Cups. You're like, yeah, I'm tired of worrying about it, Nine of Swords, and crying about it, Five of Cups. I'm tired of having that in my space, in my mind, in my body, in my soul, in my home. I'm just tired of it. I want that Ace of Pentacles. I want a brand new beginning. The last one is sideways, so it's neither here nor there. Resistance. I don't think that you're full out resisting this meant to be reconciliation that's in the works, because it's sideways. So you're not quite resisting, but you're not quite open either. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? It's like I'm still open, but I'm cautious. How about that? I'm open with your reconciliation with me, but I am very cautious. I'm not as open as I was before. I do have my guard up a little bit, right? I do have my guard up. I'm not going to be stepped on. I'm not going to be stomped on. I'm not going to be less than. I'm not going to compete with your bullshit. I'm open to a better way of living. So as long as you're not stepping on me, trying to crush me, hurt me, I'm open to this, but still very cautious that you don't do this again. So this is someone that's been hurt and is smarter this time around. Let's see bottom of the deck over here for you. Bottled up emotions. So I think you're due for a good cry. The Divine Feminine has some storms going on in your heart, and in the midst of you being so strong lies a wounded person. In the midst of this transformation going into peace, still is all this love that is being tried, okay? So this is still something that you may need to have a good cry about, because even though you're being so strong in changing your way of doing things here, it still hurts. It really does. And you might have these times where you're like, I am strong like bull. You know, you're just strong. Like nothing can hurt you. Nothing can shake you. Nothing can put you down. That's fine. You have these strong moments, but there's still some emotions that need to be tended to. Spirit, let's go ahead and get some additional cards for the Divine Feminine on what's being created for you. I love it when it works together. Fresh start, guys. Look at that cute little strawberry bush. Fresh start. It may be tiny, but it's going to grow big. Look at that. You are going to get that new beginning, right? Oh my gosh, look at this. You guys had Ace of Pentacles, new beginning, and you have fresh start. Both very physical. This is a golden opportunity. Divine Feminine, what's being created for you is a brand new life. Brand new. You're never going to go back to the way things were. Okay, so this is something to celebrate about, to be honest. You are going to be getting communication. I know you may not think you're going to be getting communication, but look at the bottom of the deck. Communication. So you're going to be getting that phone call. You're going to be getting that text. You're probably, yes, going to be getting that apology. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Divine Feminine. Three of Cups. I want to celebrate with you. I want to be with you. I want to reconcile with you. I want to be happy with you. I want to return to you. You know, it's that Knight of Cups energy. Look how the horse is trying to go towards the Five of Pentacles little girl. So the horse is going to the left, which is the past. Whenever a horse goes towards the right, it's going towards the future. But this horse is going towards the past. There's a lot of nostalgia and memories. And believe me, this masculine does want to reach out and say sorry and definitely let you know that he or she has letting go of that karmic third-party situation, or they're letting go of a karmic cycle, or they're letting go of a grudge as well in addition, some kind of a wall, a barrier between you guys. If you guys were blocked in the past, know that it's opening up. There's some good conversations in the near future. Bottom of the deck, let's not forget that. We had 3 here. We're going to go ahead and take this one as well. True love. Look at that. And there's the twin flames. More confirmation. And the 2 people kissing that are made out of smoke. So there is this reconciliation. There is this true love. And it's coming for you. You may not have even considered that this could ever come back together, but it is. Spirit is creating this reunion, this reconciliation. Why? Because you guys are true love partners. Bottom of the deck, what did the masculine have yesterday in his reading repetitively over and over? It was like 3 or 4 times he had this word, dreams. And again, you have it. What's being created for you guys? Dreams. Bottom of the deck, underall energy. I'm going to leave it here. You guys can see each other in your dreams. There is communication in your dreams. Don't think that just because you guys are quiet or in a separation, that there's a disconnect. There's always a connection in the dreams between you guys. And twin flames are some of the luckiest ones that have the most communication and the most transformation in dreams. You guys are one of the very few lucky souls on this planet that have a consistent line of communication, even when you're physically separated, because you can always refer to those dreams and telepathy and this beautiful communication that even when blocked in the 3D world, it still exists. And there's these feelings of the heart. Okay, in your heart, you can sense what they're going through. In your heart, you know that they're trying to connect with you. In your heart, you know what they're feeling and thinking. With my twin flame, whenever he was experiencing a stressful moment, like an anxiety attack or chest pains or deep stress, I felt it. I felt it myself. Whenever my masculine was crying and having a breakdown, I felt it. Also, whenever I was having a complete cry fest and mental breakdown and yelling at the universe about the situation I was in, he responded through text or call because he sensed it. He also had some mental and physical emotional breakdowns during a time when I was having a physical emotional breakdown. So we had this connection and it was a mirroring. Okay, so even when you guys have this physical separations, just know that you guys are still deeply connected at a soul level. Okay, let's go ahead and get some additional cards here about what's being created for you. We're going to use my El Quay oracles. Well, it's the El Quay oracles, okay? Spirit guide me. What's being created for these lovers? Okay, so bottom of the deck we have Atarina, metamorphosis, transcend, and journey. She who becomes. And we read this one recently in this series, in this saga. We've read this card before, so it pops up again. She who becomes, so there's a metamorphosis, but what's being created within both of you guys is she who doubts. Fear, wariness, and trust. Both of you, no lie, have some doubts. It's normal. It's okay to have doubts. You're probably watching this reading and saying, I don't know how this is ever going to temper out. I don't know how this is going to come back together. I don't know if me having closure with this person and ending things, and I don't see how that could come back. I don't see how me being able to move on or do this and that is gonna ever allow me to come back. These are all doubts. These are all fears. Please keep in mind what I said earlier about what's meant to be will be. Please don't lose that thought. We have this card. Let's not forget that you guys are destined. Let's not forget that through these doubting, fearful thoughts, there's still a connection, there's still love, there's still purpose. Let's not forget this card, love is a journey, not a destination, just keep swimming. Let's not forget that Temperance has been loud, very loud and proud throughout this reading, Sagittarius energy. Temperance represents optimism and deep healing, and it's been consistent. So let's go ahead and read these doubts and just see what it says here for you guys. Enid is her name. Enid or Enid. I don't really know how to pronounce that. I'm going to go ahead and just say Enid, but whatever. If I say it wrong, you guys let me know. Enid, whatever. Enid. Oh, her name could be Enid. There's some names on here that I've never heard before, so I'm sorry if I butcher them, okay? Enid. Enid, she who doubts, is learning how to let go of mistrust. She has scars, both visible and invisible, on her heart that have held her back from living fully. She carries an ornate emerald pendant, which is said to promote truth. It calms the wearer and restores self-esteem. And even though Enid is young, she knows that allowing doubt to hold her back will only harm herself. With this cautious eye of a wary doe, Enid ventures back out into the world because the message of this card is to examine your own doubts. We have all been injured by this love in one way or another. If we continue to hide in the shadows, then we allow those who did us injustices to win. Now is the time to let go of old misgivings and learn to trust again. Wariness is not a bad thing unless you are using it to give yourself permission to hide from life. Put on a trusty talisman. Slip your scarf from your ears so all your senses are engaged. And trust in your own unique power, and trust in God and the universe again. Ask yourself these 3 questions. 1, who or what am I really hiding from? Number 2, how do my fears actually limit me? And 4, where do I need to place my trust? So it's really important you ask yourself that. During this healing, you're learning how to let go of these doubts, and I know that you guys are, but Temperance says have patience on yourself. Love yourself, forgive yourself. Really, the things that kind of stick out to me in this reading is 1, it's a twin flame soulmate connection, always will be, it's meant to be. Number 2, what's really being created for you guys is confidence. You guys are learning to be confident again. How can you be confident when you've been rejected? How can you be confident when somebody else chose a third party? How can you have confidence when you feel like you've lost to some karmic foe? How can you be confident when you feel like the one you love doesn't love you in return? 4 of Cups, right? How can you be confident when communication has been blocked or hasn't been existent at all? This is what's been damaged, your confidence. See, it's been torn down piece by piece. You lost a little piece of yourself here and a little piece of yourself there. It's time to reclaim who you are. It's time to speak what you want into existence. That's the imagination. If you will it, it will be yours, and it's whatever you want it to be. It's about refocusing on positive energy and positive affirmations. Purpose is about finding things you're good at, healing others, helping them mend, being Cupid's arrow for others, loving and nurturing yourself. Masculine, for you, it's taking care of responsibilities, paying those bills, being responsible, being a support to friends and family, letting people know that you are a rock, okay? Always doing the right thing, making the right decisions. That's something to be proud of, because that's something that not everybody does. And you do it well. And feminine, you do loving and healing well, so you have every reason to be proud. Always look at your accomplishments, not your fails. And have peace. Have peace. It looks to me with Unite, Meant to Be, and Temperance that this relationship is well on its way to coming back together. So let's see what else is being created with these self-love cards for you guys. What's being created in self-love for the masculine? What's being created in the divine masculine's life? What kind of self-care would make sense here for the masculine? So we have connect with your ancestors. Okay, knowing who you are. This is you getting that DNA test done, checking the results, getting in touch with Ancestry.com, getting in touch with family members you've been estranged from. Okay, you need to get in touch with long lost relatives and family. So it looks like something that's going to help you be a better person is also cooking. Make a meal, make a healthy meal. Quit going out to eat. Quit stuffing your face with fast food. Create a beautiful meal. Okay, maybe start prepping. I'm hearing prepping for the week. It will help you to stop going out to eat. If you start prepping your meals in your fridge and you have them put away, you're going to eat out a lot less and you're going to be saving that money, which is kind of part of this reading as well. So with this connect with your ancestors, I think it's about getting to know who you are. Who are you? You're not just, you know, this person that your parents said you are. You're deeper than that. There's a cute show on the Up channel on Prime. It's called DNA Dining or DNA Meals or DNA Dinner or something like that. I don't know. It's like a documentary show. But this guy comes and does DNA testing, and then he shows them who they are through a meal that they make. This little show, right? And so they're cooking a meal from who they really are DNA-wise and the culture they're aware of. And so they make a meal for their family, and then they reveal to their family what their DNA results were, what they came back as. A lot of people are shocked that they're coming back Filipino or Middle Eastern, and they thought they were totally not that. You know what I mean? So for you, divine masculine, you might be surprised that you're more than you think you are. It might even change your entire perspective. If you think that you've been connecting to a specific culture or a specific part of yourself, you may have been neglecting another part of yourself. And I'm hearing there's another part of yourself that you've been neglecting. You've been focused on the one half of who you are. There's a whole nother half. And Spirit wants you to get in touch with that family tree, right? Even if it's, you don't have to talk to them. I mean, you could contact your grandparents, aunts and uncles, brothers, sisters, mom, dads, you know, and reach out and get stories and get information. But I think this is more of a get your DNA results back, or talk to someone in the family that got their results back. Start cooking meals from that other part of who you are. Maybe you're part Italian. Start cooking Italian food. Maybe you're part Chinese. Start cooking Chinese food. Maybe you're part African. Start cooking African food. Filipino, you know, cook Filipino food. Puerto Rican, cook that food. You know, get in touch with your other side. And I think that that's just very root chakra. It's like get back to the basics 101. Who are you? And so you are getting rooted with who you are. And DNA is not just some label, guys. DNA is very important because You were reincarnated on this earth with a specific DNA that brings specific karma. Your DNA carries karma not only for your own personal life, but your ancestors. So you're here to help heal a lot of that. So you have to heal a lot of your ancestral karma and your family's karma, your mom's 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 mom. I mean, you have to heal those things. And so you're going to have to do some ancestral healing here and do some ancestral discovery as well. Let's read that. Oh, and I opened it up literally to that. I mean, who does that? It happens to me a lot, but there it is. That's crazy. As I heal my wounds, I heal my lineage, and I bring peace that reverberates infinitely throughout time and space. Through understanding our history, we gain deep senses of appreciation of all time and all people it took to bring us into this world. Connecting with your ancestors is one way to better understand yourself, your patterns, and the patterns that present within your lineage. It also allows you to make peace with all that has happened before you. It also provides motivation to evolve and find new and better ways to live. Building a bridge is something that you can do by researching and connecting the dots between family stories, DNA analysis, and traditional archives. You can also learn about your family line in more intuitive ways, like meditating, dream work, and working with past life regression specialist or someone that can specialize in reading the Akashic records on a metaphysical level. This is something and a beautiful time that we should value within this universe. Here we are, ready with answers, including all your past lifetimes and those that will come in the future. Call on your ancestors to tap into centuries of wisdom, protection, and guidance. As you look back and start connecting with your forefathers, your path forward will become more evident. In a journal prompt, what patterns or trends exist in your family line, especially among the women? Do these patterns appear in your life today? In essence, in my family, we would have this thing called the family curse. Families do have family curse. Maybe all the women in your family have been cheated on. Maybe all the men in your family have been absent fathers. Maybe not all, but majority. Maybe there's been, alcoholism in your family. Maybe there's been overeating and obesity in your family. Maybe there's been abuse of some kind in your family. I don't know. But you have to look at your family history, masculine, and say, hey, I have a string of events that seem pretty consistent in my lineage, and I want to heal that shit. I don't want to bring that down on my children's children, if you're going to have any. Or I just want to close the chapter and close the book on that karma and heal it for myself through me from my past and my DNA, my people. So there's going to be some deep restorative healing that has to be dealt with for you. Maybe there's some bonds in your family that have been broken, and maybe you want to mend those bonds or just have closure with those bonds and you don't want to deal with it anymore. So anyways, masculine, you need to connect with your ancestors and make a beautiful meal for yourself. I don't think you're loving yourself good in ways of healthy eating. So maybe, I don't know what you do for a job, but I just feel like spirit's like, masculine, you're not eating right. Do you care about your heart? Do you care about your health? Take care. Just take care. Also, I feel someone might love cooking. Start cooking in new ways. Expand your horizon. I know people that are, let's just say, half Puerto Rican and half Thai or something, and all they ever cook is Puerto Rican food. They focus on Puerto Rican food. That's all they know because that's who they put themselves around. Their Puerto Rican side of the family. But maybe their Thai family has never been around and they don't know how to cook Thai. Just an example, right? And they're like, well, no one's ever taught me how to cook Thai. I don't have any Thai people around me. I know I'm half Thai, but where am I going to learn this? Well, thank God for YouTube, Hello, YouTube videos, recipes online, Google them, watch documentaries about that side of the world. You know, learn about your people. You don't have to have it just from the mouths of your actual family. Put yourself out there. Maybe travel and go see that side of the world. But this little make a meal, I think if you make a meal with another part of yourself, you'll feel more centered. For example, let's just say you're half Vietnamese and half Sicilian, half Italian, and all you ever cook is Vietnamese food or Asian food or American food. Maybe that's all you ever prepare, that's all you ever cook. And it's been a very long time since you've created an Italian meal. Maybe for whatever reason that is, you've rejected that part of yourself. Maybe you've been pushing away that part of yourself. If you start to create a meal, maybe even just cannolis or a very nice spaghetti with a special gravy, a special sauce, and you create something authentic, you'll feel like you're part of that family again. You'll feel like you can connect with that other part of yourself. And I think that's why Spirit brought up make a meal, because through cooking and through eating, we can connect with that other part of ourselves. And masculine, you may be at a time in your life where you feel very disconnected. Maybe you're at a time in your life where you feel very alienated and all alone. And you feel like you don't have a lot of family. And so if you feel like that, if you feel alone or abandoned, or there's something going on inside you where you feel disconnected from your true identity or true self, this may be a little trick, a little way for you to get back in touch with who you are. So anyways, there's the advice for masculine. Spirit, what is good for the divine feminine? What would be good for the divine feminine in this healing with temperance? What would be good for the divine feminine? What's good for you? What's a good thing for you? Spirit, talk to me through these cards. What is good? What is a good message for this divine feminine energy? What is good? What is good for you? Okay. Had some of these in reverse. I didn't mean to. Okay, sorry. Had them upside down there for a minute. Bottom of the deck is sound healing. So a singing bowl. Do you have one? If you don't, get one. Bottom of the deck is get some singing bowls. Sound healing is very good. When's the last time you sat down and meditated with a sound healing singing bowl? When is the last time? Even if it's not a singing bowl, maybe a tuning fork, maybe a wind chimes, okay? Sound. Wind chimes are great. Everyone can get their hands on wind chimes. You can go to Ross right now and grab a wind chime, okay? Also the sound of rain, okay? But singing bowls are also available on Amazon and little stores in your area. If you don't have access to any of those things, hey, YouTube has singing bowl meditative sessions. So get on board. Singing bowls would be very good for you. You need to balance out your aura. I think your aura is a little shaky. Balance that out. In fact, I have one, and I'll just use it real quick while we're on here. Actually, I'll wait till we're done and then I'll use it. But I'll let you guys hear it at the end here. But the other one that I found is spend time with animals. I love it. And I just got a puppy, so I'm super happy that this card came out for me. Yay, animals! But, you know, even if you don't have a cat or a puppy or a guinea pig or whatever you have at home, there's animals outside. There's birds, there's squirrels, okay, there's deer, there's owls, there's the zoo, for Pete's sake. Just get out there and spend some time with these animals. I was actually watching this weird video, like popped up out of nowhere on my feed when I was asleep. And this woman was saying how animals can actually pick up psychically what's going on with you. I'm not familiar with cows, but this woman was visiting a farm, and there was a farmer there that had his cows, and he thought cows are just plain old basic farm animals. They don't have a lot of psychic feelings or emotions going on. They seem very mundane. But as she was visiting this cow, just kind of walking through his fields, this cow was very friendly. She came over and laid down next to the lady. This lady was a psychic. She was a healer and intuitive. Sorry, I can't talk. Anyways, as she was spending time with this cow, the messages that were coming across to her was of grief and suffering from a death, and images of a woman suffering. And this cow was giving her these images. So she later spoke with the farmer, and the farmer was like, hey, how's it going? And she was like, I have to ask you, has anyone died in your life? Have you been dealing with some kind of grief? And he was like, no, I haven't. And she's like, well, I was spending some time over here with your cow, and these images came across of like a funeral and grief and suffering and a very sad woman. And he said, wow, I just went for the weekend to my sister's house. She just lost someone, and she's been going through a lot of grief, and I've been helping her. And she's really been on my mind. My sister and her grief have been heavy on my mind. And she's been in my heart, and I've been feeling bad for her. And he's like, I'm personally not grieving, but it's been on my mind. So this cow literally read the farmer's mind, could sense the aura. The Akashic records can come like images of pictures. It's not just words like a book. They're images and pictures. That's like a movie. And anyways, the cow picked up on this. The cow picked up on this man helping his sister with grief, okay? And shock, right? The farmer was like, I can't believe a cow of all creatures would pick up on that. And he said, you know, I'm going to spend more time with my cows. I'm going to be nicer to them. I didn't realize that they were sensitive like that, that they could pick up on that they knew what was going on. And it just goes to show you that you may not think that animals can pick up on these feelings and thoughts and psychic events, but they can. Animals have a whole different way of communication than we do. And they're very intelligent. They pick up on feelings. We may think that these animals are dumb because we have to repetitively teach them these tricks or these orders or these lessons. They're not getting it. We think they must not be very smart. And maybe they're not smart in a physical world level, but they're very smart in a spiritual, psychic, intuitive level. Animals are very healing because they're very loving. They're very loving and they're very natural. So animals are very psychic. They're very connected to God, source, universe, energy, planets, the cycles of this earth. Animals are way more connected with the cycles of our earth than we are. So it's very good to connect with them. All animals will have a different kind of imprint on their cycles and with this world. Dogs, for example, maybe are not as in tune with Mother Earth as a deer that is consistently living in nature, because the dogs live with us in our home. So there may be a level of spirituality and messages that you're going to get from these animals. Cats, very intuitive, sixth sense. We all know that cats totally sense things. Very spiritual, emotional creatures, but they're very natural. Okay, so animals know how to be who they are. Animals are very good at embodying who they are, and they're grounded creatures. And so they can teach us that lesson, how to be grounded in who we are. We are a human. How do we act better like a human? What is our natural nature? It's 1, to eat healthier. 2, to be loving and nurturing, to be affectionate. That is our human nature. To be caretakers. That's our human nature. We are affectionate beings, believe it or not. Humans are affectionate beings, and that is our natural state. And 90% of the time, us humans are not acting in a natural state because we're busy with work, or we're busy with other things, that we're not nurturing this world, which is what we were created to do. Even Adam and Eve in the Bible were nurturing a garden, taking care of the garden, taking care of the animals. That's our natural state. And somehow we get off track, we get ungrounded. So the animals want to teach us how to be better humans by showing us how they are better pets, better animals, better creatures. They're saying, get back in touch with who you are. You know, it's ironic. That's very similar to the masculine reading, isn't it? Being in touch with who you are. And so that is a lesson from Animals, Divine Feminine. Let's go ahead and read that. And it says, oops. Animal guides are present in your life, Fem, providing you protection and wisdom and pointing you in the right direction and teaching you love and different ways of having unconditional love. The association between animals and spirit guides has a very long history. Animals are really known for their ability to share wisdom. They send us messages, and they're like guardians. If you have pets, spend time with them and give them lots of extra affection. Didn't we pick up on that? Allow their unconditional love to infuse itself in your being. If you don't have pets, get creative about how you can spend time with animals. Visit a friend or family member who has pets, or go outside and observe cute little creatures in their natural environment. Make a friend with a squirrel. I guarantee if you bring a bag of nuts, they'll come back. Watch funny cat videos, volunteer at a shelter, whatever it is. Call in your animal guardian. Keep an eye out for animals showing up in your daily life, such as when you spot a bird or a snake, a fox, a frog, a dragonfly, maybe a stray cat or dog makes its way towards you. Take a moment and go within and find out what that animal means to you, or under what circumstances you've encountered and crossed this animal's path. Then look up at the meaning of the animal in ancient wisdom teachings for additional guidance on what its appearance in your life must signify. Trust your intuition when decoding this message, because this creature holds a lot of wisdom for you. In a journal prompt, what was your fondest memories of connecting with an animal and why? So there's different, yeah, that's beautiful. I've always loved animals. When I was in kindergarten, I have it recorded, and they said, Stephanie, what do you want to be when you grow up? And the only thing I could think of was a veterinarian. And I knew veterinarians take care of animals. That's all I knew. And I was like, I want to be and I didn't say veterinarian, I said veterinarian. I want to be a veterinarian. You know, I loved animals, guys, since I was a tiny little thing. I've always taken in strays. When I was little, there was cats in the snow that their mom didn't come back, and I wanted to take care of them. They were in a wood pile, and I raised these 4 black little kittens. And I gave them milk and in little bottles, and I took care of them. And I think I was like 12. They were my babies. So I've always taken care of animals. I've also had some bad experiences with animals, but I still love animals. And when I go to the zoo, I still enjoy going to the zoo so much. So find out what animals mean a lot to you, like spirit guide animals. I mean, I have animals I connect to that I would never have as a pet, but you know, I love wolves, okay? I love hippos. I love tigers. I feel strangely connected to mooses, or moose, if that's the right word. Deer, you know, squirrels. I actually really love squirrels. I think they're adorable. I've made friends with a squirrel in my backyard. So I love animals. I love all animals. And I've had my ups and downs with animals. I've went through a period of my life where I didn't really want animals in my life. I must have turned off a part of myself at that time. I was going through a lot emotionally, and I was pretty angry. So I think me, by pushing away animals, was stupid, but obviously it was part of my growth. But today, I recently got a puppy, as you guys well know, and I am in love with my little puppy, and I've never been closer to an animal in my whole life. I had cats that I had for 17 years, and I was close to them, but never as close as I am to this puppy. This puppy coming into my life, finding his way in my life, was special. I was ready. I was ready for a lesson that this puppy was going to teach me. 1 is a greater responsibility. 2 is time management. 3 is unconditional love and patience. 4 is affection. 5 is communication. 6 is faith and persistence. 7 would be dedication and loyalty. I dedicate myself to this dog, never to give it away, rehome it. No matter what problems come my way, I'll work my way through it. So this is a commitment. And so number 8 is commitment. And I guess number 9 would be love. Learning to love again and just finding love in a different way. So this puppy has brought quite a many lessons my way. Quite a many lessons. And to my children. I think Rahu stands for dogs. It could be vice versa. But Rahu, I think, is represented by dogs. And I'm only thinking that way because Rahu wants more and more and more and is never satisfied. And so Rahu is always taking in. And so I see that as a dog, always being there, persistent, loving, very affectionate, always there, always loyal, just extreme. And cats are a little bit different. Cats are detached. Cats are separated. Cats are spiritual. They're more meditative. So I think Ketu represents cats. Rahu represents dogs. So maybe your Rahu or Ketu would be activated. If you get a cat or a dog, maybe right now my Rahu is activated, which does make sense because Rahu's in Gemini and I'm a Sun Gemini. And he's just going through Ardra, which is storms. I've gone through a lot of storms in my life, but also the Gemini, it's moving and transitioning now into Taurus. So more stable and, just more stable, more concrete, responsible, and practical, and very physical and pleasure-seeking. There's a lot of pleasure-seeking. So Rahu's going into a very strong pleasure-seeking sign. Venus. Venus is going into Cancer. Loving, affectionate, nurturing. So see how that matches for me, just astrologically? How the perfect timing of a dog in my life would be signaled as an activation of Rahu in my life and moving into a stable sign like Taurus. And what is this dog teaching me? Stability, love, also pleasure, right? Enjoying life, spending a little bit on this puppy. I've spoiled this puppy, so there's a lot of that. So anyways, you can see how spending time with animals may be prominent in your life, feminine, and maybe it already came up for you, or maybe it is coming up for you. Let's see number 48. Yeah? I already read that. I'm done. Yes, you can, if you ate lunch. Okay, so that is that reading. I'm getting ready to end it. I'll get a Buddha wisdom. Yeah. Good job. Okay, go ahead. Close my door. Okay, so let's get a Buddha wisdom for the Divine Masculine energy, and then I'll do a Femme. Divine Masculine, what is a Buddha wisdom card for you? What's some good wisdom for the masculine? Surrender your judgments, masculine. See beyond the end and the beginning. Beyond means see the now. See the miracles. See the possibilities. Quit staring at how it ended and quit staring at how you want your life to be in some new beginning. Stop staring at everything. Quit making those judgments. Be open-minded to what could happen. Be open-minded to what the universe wants to happen for you. Bottom of the deck, when you wound or grieve another, you have not learned detachment. When you hurt or grieve another, when you wound someone or you're grieving someone, you have really not learned detachment. So you have to learn how to let go. And this is your grief. You're learning how to mourn, you're learning how to grieve. You're learning how to let go, masculine. That's a Divine Masculine Wisdom Oracle for you. Have you recently had to let go? Yes, you're having to let go of a karmic relationship for one. So one of these things is you have to let go of that karmic relationship. That's going to be grief. Grief. You're going to have to learn to let go. You're going to have to surrender your judgment about the end of this karmic relationship and any beginning that Spirit wants for you. You're going to have to be in the moment. So that is a message for you from the Buddha's wisdom. Let's get a Buddha wisdom card for the Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, what is a Buddha wisdom card for you? What is some wisdom Spirit can bestow? Once I and mine are given up, there is no limited individual. There is only wisdom which pervades everything. I and mine, so ownership. Once you stop wanting to own things, claim things, which I think you are with the Five of Wands in reverse, so much clarity happens for you. You stop thinking about being an individual and you start thinking about being a part of the universe. Knowing that whatever's meant to be will be and is meant to be. And just opening up and sharing this gift, sharing your twin with the universe, sharing everything you want and see with the world, and just saying, I'm a part of something. It's not all about me. It's not all about I or mine or what I have or what I need. It's about a bigger picture. And bottom of the deck is act according to the true nature of the circumstances. Remove any self-importance agenda. Wow, there's another. It's not about self. It's not about you. It's not about you. The true nature of the circumstance is you and your soulmate are growing, and Temperance is healing it. The true nature is this isn't all about you. It's not about Divine Feminine's love, Divine Feminine's reconciliation, Divine Feminine's heart, Divine Feminine's soul, Divine Feminine's lessons, Divine Feminine's karma. It's not about that. It's not even all about you. This is about you as a part of a greater picture. So Buddha says, act according to the actual nature of the circumstance. You're on a journey. It's not a destination. Keep swimming. Remove any self-importance away from this agenda. Okay, it's not about your personal gain here. It's about the growth of a soul and a collective and the world and your person. It's about a greater thing. That's a beautiful message for you, to be honest. I guess I'll just do one last oracle, just one last. I'll do the energy. Just one last message before we go. You guys like that? You want that? We'll do one last. Spirit, give me one last message. One last message for this divine couple about what's being created. What's being created? This whole reading today, this part 5, is about what's being created, what's being given to you guys. So this is all deposits. Recently, we did the feminine and masculine. We kind of saw what was being released, what was happening, the towers for the masculine, the towers for the femme by letting go and moving on. We saw what was, being released, but this is about what's being gained. And this is about clarity and recognition of who you are as a part of this collective, who you are as a soul, who you are as a twin flame and divine soulmate, who you are as a person. This is about letting go of judgments. This is about healing. This is about changing a perspective. This is about letting go of negativities and bad, self-thoughts, like negative thoughts about yourself and your person. This is about optimism. This is about faith. So Temperance, Archangel Raphael says, heal your heart and heal your faith. Heal your heart and heal your faith. This is about getting back in tune with Source. And that's what's being corrected and created. So what is the final message for the both of you guys? What message do you want to give to the collective watching me, Spirit? Ooh, we have happy family. And it came upright because the rest of my deck is upright, but I just was holding it in reverse, so don't mind that, okay? Anyways, we have the broken heart bottom of the deck. So I think you guys are coming out of a broken heart energy and healing. Didn't we talk about a number 4? I said it from the beginning. Archangel Raphael, number 4. And here it is, number 4, which is the 4th house, Cancerian energy. Oh my God. Rewind, right? Go back. Now how many rainbows do we have? Here's another effing rainbow. Guys, this whole reading, rainbows, 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 rainbows. Seriously, rainbow, rainbow. Is that not a promise? Is it not meant to be? I mean, if I pull out the other rainbows in this deck, guys, I'm going to mess it up. You know, there's other rainbows all over here in this reading. But I'm putting that there because, oh my God, here we go again. Another promise, another rainbow. Why? Because Archangel Raphael is badass. He's a badass. Thank you. Thank you, Temperance energy. He's really, really doing a number and working on your guys' relationship. I mean, he is super, super, super involved healing this heart. There's the other rainbow if you guys can see it. We've just had so many rainbows throughout this reading. I would really look at the spiritual meanings of a rainbow. Okay? I would look at that. But let's read it. Okay, so there has been a separation and emotional distance from your loved one. This disconnect may have been extremely painful, even involved in your past, your parents, your siblings, or your immediate family, okay? Whether it be your children or your spouse, there could be some hostilities that had to be worked out or are still being worked out. There's some fences that have to be mended. It's going to require communication and patience, Temperance energy, okay? But the rainbow over this happy family portends to a time of joy and celebration. Just like that 3 cups. Joy and celebration, Cancerian energy. Venus going into the sign of Cancer. So don't overlook the fun and frivolousness that a friend or family member can bring. The value that you find in a truly loving relationship brings you on a higher vibration. You may be distracted or busy, but remember to put this as a part of your life in the forefront. Make this a priority. If you're single, finding this card in your spread could indicate a potential meeting and perhaps relationship with someone who has children from a previous marriage. This ready-made family may bring you some challenges, but some love and happiness. It could be your destiny. If you're already part of a family, having this card come up in your reading could indicate that your family is going to be mended or coming together at a time of great happiness and celebrations. This card is simply signifying a celebration that is coming up. Maybe a wedding, an anniversary, a birthday party, or a making up and a coming back together. Whatever this is, enjoy. Enjoy this. And you guys know what this means. Your twin flame and soulmate meant to be is coming back together. I'm really glad that we got to do this last card because the rainbow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's really just a promise for you. So yes, you can have peace. Sleep good tonight. Have peace that what's meant to be will be. Let go of any unnecessary bullshit, even if it comes from them, because that's not feeding your goal. Remember from the very beginning, imagination, it is what you want it to be. If you want this to be a celebration and reconciliation, then so be it. And it is. And speak it into the world. Okay? But you have to speak it. If you don't want this in your life, then you're going to be speaking it, and it's not. But remember, this is supposed to be your destiny. So go with it. Be open. Yes, you can live your life and move on in other ways and still keep an open mind and an open heart for whatever God brings your way. But to both of you, keep an open heart and an open mind because Spirit is on the mend. Spirit is saying that your relationship is on the mend. So be open because there's a surprise. There's a happy celebration in the works. Dare I say, as a tarot card reader, this could be within 3 months. Okay? Or by the next holiday. So get ready. There is something worth celebrating here. There is some good news. There is going to be some reconciliation, and that is what is in the works. This is what is being created. Don't think that the universe is just sitting on their hands, sitting idly by, not helping, not contributing to this connection. If you think that, you'd be dead wrong. The universe is working behind the scenes through friends, through pets, through your ancestors, okay, through different little towers and events. The universe is trying to come in and assist, okay? So don't forget about that. Don't forget about them. The universe is really coming in at your aid. So believe in miracles, stay optimistic, and help the universe out. Let the universe know that you have faith in them, that you believe in them and miracles, and that you're optimistic and you're open and you're healed. Work with them. Work with them. Help. Help this come together. Love yourself, love your life, and be happy, guys. Choose happiness. Happiness is a choice, not a gift. It's a choice. You can choose to be happy in whatever dark situation you're in. Look at the brighter side of things. And that's a lesson from the Temperance card. Look at the brighter side of things and trust and have faith that everything is for a reason and everything good is on the way to you. Have faith in that. Okay, guys? I love you. This is it. I'm going to end this reading. Remember, this love is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming. Communication's coming. Quit tripping, ladies. Fellas, make an effort, okay? And if it's a vice versa sex energy in those, take it as you know what I mean. These energies are very flippable. So I love you guys. Have a blessed, beautiful day. Again, this is a journey, not a destination. Just keep swimming. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys for part 6, which is going to be very close to the finale. This is going to be probably the ending about what's going to be coming up in the future. What is on the horizon. We're going to take a dip into a future snapshot of what this relationship could definitely look like in the future as all of this gets worked out. So please stay tuned for part 6 as the finale of this saga will end and you guys will be able to see your love story unfold. But this is the most exciting part of the journey, is what's happening right now, what's cultivating right now, and it's healing and love and reconciliation.
Mama,
Yes?
I haven't done that chicken.
Great, honey.
Dinner.
Okay, baby. All right, guys, I love you. Have a blessed, beautiful, wonderful day, and I'll see you later. I'm coming back on this evening to do the $33 readings that I promised. So I'll see you guys there. It will be a bonus reading tonight, just of, maybe I'll just do a card for each of the signs. We'll just do a bonus, and then I'll get into the $33 readings. So I look forward to seeing you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Just keep swimming, and I'll see ya. See you later. Bye, Corey. Bye, Marcus. Thank you, moderators, for everything. You're the best. I hope you liked this reading. Yay! Great reading, guys. I love you. Thank you so much for watching.